Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, thank you for watching and welcome. Hope everybody's doing good today. I'm shooting a little early in the evening this evening. I just got supper done, got home from work, and said I was going to sit down and play with my stuff. I went by the library today and I got a bunch of books on the discount or discard shelf. So I got about 20 books, all of them but one's hardbacks. So I just most of them I got because they were hardbacks, so I can make some more altered books with. The few softback books I got, like a dictionary or something, and then a couple smaller books that just had just smaller pages, and then this one just because it had the green on it, and look at the dark pages. It's just great, and it's got handwritten notes on it and stuff, so I said, well, I'm gonna get that so we can make us some book page collage sheets to decorate up. So I worked ahead a little bit in this. I don't know if we were on camera for this. I'm pretty sure this might have been the last page, but I covered front and back of the pocket page. Did this pocket, covered the back of that, and I did the double tuck situation here and put a thin piece of lace or trim to indicate the two pockets there. And I got to this page where I was going to just put a scrap piece left over from this where we cut the angle out. I'm going to put it down and just make a pocket page here as well. So that's where we're at. And we're just going to try to continue along and cover a few more pages in this project here. I hope nobody minds that we do that. So the thing with altered books is it takes a bit to get the pages cut and get them fixed how you want them. So you got to measure, remeasure, and then actually make the cut. Now you can, in your altered books, just cover the words. And sometimes that will be a little bit easier to do when you get into like a thicker book, to just take and just cover up the words on it. And you can ink around it or whatever you would like. But for the most part, smaller books, I like to fully cover the page for most of the books that I do. Now, if it's a thicker book, you know, I got some that's probably about a 2-inch thick book. Now those I might wind up, because it's going to be a little bit difficult to get it into the crevice and into the spine of the book to have it to, you know, to where it won't warp your pages. So just a few little helpful hint on that piece about how thick of a book you do. And so some of the books that I got today, I was like, oh, those would be great to do altered books with, because they have the sewn in signatures. And then just I'm just gonna be honest, I didn't even know that if I would be able to find any, because I wasn't quite sure if my library would have a discard rack, you know. But yeah, they had a bunch out front. Had 2 racks full. Some of them, you know, are like the love story books or what have you, romance novel type things. My daddy called them the lonely women books. he was a mess. But yeah, so they had a bunch of those. And then I got quite a few novels. And I said, well, we're just going to have fun with them. We'll make us some altered books. The one's a real pretty green color I thought would be great to make because I got a bunch of Christmas paper pads, and just go through and make a Christmas altered book. I think that's going to be fun. Now, a few of these here, I want to print green and the red pieces, because there were some, I only had one green piece left, and I put it here. Now I want to, and this red, so I want to print some more green and red pieces, and I haven't got those printed yet, and that's probably what I should be doing right at the moment. But I wanted to go ahead and shoot a video this evening, and then if I felt like doing something after a while, I will. If not, I'll take me a nap, and then we'll just go from there today. And that's how I'm rolling today, y'all. So I think that's going to be pretty there. Oh yeah. So I'm just, you know, just back and forth with the light and the dark colors is basically all I'm doing. I do want some more green, because I think that green and that red would be really pretty in here. Now, I think we're going to wait on that. Let's do a darker color here. I kind of have a light page, so I want to do a dark page, is basically what I'm doing. So I'm going to flip this over and try to get it right up to the spine the best I can, is what I'm trying to do. And a lot of this is just, you know, you just take your paper, put it to the page and mark it, and then that's about it. And I did see a lady, she did an altered book where she left like the book pages, like where we have our flips and flops and stuff, and our, like this, she left it, the book page, and then just made her ephemera to put in it. I thought that would be neat too. So it's just whatever you feel like you want to do, basically. So if you want to cover the whole page, fine. If you just want to cover the word part, fine. And then if you just want to, you know, like where we have our pockets and folds here, if you want to just leave this and then make your ephemera pieces. And you can, she went and inked the paper to indicate the pocket, but then she just made like the decorative paper pieces, and I thought that would be pretty to do as well. She made a really pretty altered book like that. And it's just, you know, whatever you want to do with your altered book is up to you. Like I said, there is no wrong or right way. I'm just showing you this. This is the way I'm doing this one. And then that's it. So I think I should have went ahead and marked the other side. Let's go ahead and do that. And we can glue both sides down and re-punch it. Because this is going to be glued together. I need to glue that together actually before I take and put the paper on it, I do believe. So I'm kind of wanting this I'm going to scooch out just a wee bit, because that flap is going to impede upon it. So I'm wanting to pull this out just a hair from the spine, because that's going to make my pages bow with that glue on it. And it'll make them stand pretty much straight up, basically. I was like, yeah, I'm covering the whole page, so some of my pages may want to stand up on their own. It's pretty much the deal going on now, midway through the book. But that's no big deal. We'll get it figured out. did go get me some more 32-pound copy paper today from Staples when I got out of work, and then on the way home, that road from the Walmart and Staples area in town runs me right by the library. So I said, well, let me just stop and see if by chance they would have any discarded books. And the lady's like, oh yeah, honey, everything out there on those shelves. I said, really? She said, yeah. I said, okay, cool. She goes, let me know if you need a bag or anything to put them in. You can take as many as you want. I said, really? She said, yeah. And so I told her, I was like, well, I do junk journaling, and that's what I'm wanting the books for, to make like altered books with. And then, you know, if there's some prettier, you know, patinaed pages in some of them, you know, I'll take those. And she said, well, take as many as you want, help yourself. And I said, alrighty. So I got every hard back book that they had. And I got a couple of smaller books just because of the paper in it was real pretty patina. Like I said, with that one green one, it was real pretty. Had green edges on it, and then the paper inside of it was that real dark. So then I would have, you know, like a light, a dark, a white, and then, you know, just in between. So when I do some book page collage and music page, so I want to do some book page music collage papers to cut up for tags and pockets and such, you know, and then we can go decorate. If I want to cover them with paper, I can. If I want to just however I want to do it, I'll have the book page set up. I'm going to open this up and clip it over here out of my way for a minute, because that flap keeps flapping there. Now I'm going to put both of these on, and then I'll cut the spot out, basically. Because I was putting it down, cutting a spot, putting the other side down, and cutting a spot. So I was like, well, why don't I just cover both sides at one time, and then go and cut the pull back out of it. So my thinking on this was to put the pretty florals on the page, the book pages that's like still in the book, and then take book page and make my ephemera with. Now, am I crazy or what? But, you know, I thought that would be neat. So that's why I was wanting to get, different shades of book page and music paper. So that I could have the different shades of book page, music, and then I can decorate my ephemera up. That was my thinking. Okay. So I don't know if I'll, you know, do the whole book on camera. I just want to show you, you know, a few sessions of decorating it, and then because this is, like I said, this is going to be just, you know, something just for myself, basically. Or if one of my daughters or my daughter-in-law like it, then I'll give it to her or them. So, but yeah, so this is just basically it's a self project. So that's why I was like, oh, I think it would be neat to do the actual ephemera pieces in book page. think that is actually going to be quite cool. Yeah, because see that it's not wanting to catch in the bend, so we're just going to have to make it. Have to make it catch in the bend. I actually think that's cute. I like that. So then I'll take and I'll ink the paper bits, you know, that I did not cover the whole edge. Or you can leave them, whichever you would like to do. Oh, I like it a lot. Let's make sure that we did not, oh, we didn't. I said, let's make sure that we didn't glue our pocket completely closed up here, and we're good. All right. All right, so now this is going to be a tiered piece, so we need to glue this flap down. We need to glue this flap, so let's do that first. I'm just going to, well, if I can get a hold of it, go along the edge pretty good. And I'm going to fold this down and glue that closed. And I'm sorry about my fingernails being dirty today, y'all. I didn't clean them when I got done putting up the truck. I did wash my hands, but I didn't clean under my fingernails. It's usually, you know, you get the truck in and everything's filthy. So, because it all comes in these big old tote boxes and that, so. I just want to apologize for the fingernails at the moment. So then those are our pockets. So now what I want to do is I want to ink these, and then I want to cover them with some strips that we've already gotten over here. And I don't know why I'm inking the back of that. I don't need to, but I am. Just going to ink the sides of it. And I like doing these just peaceful, you know, because you're not stressed about doing this, that, and the other. It's just fun to play. Fun to play with the papers, basically, is what we're doing. So what I need to do is on this piece where it's layered like that, I'll cover this strip first. So I'll need a strip to cover, you know, about to here, just where it's covered up. And then I'll cover this strip, and then we'll cover this. So I want this piece here, where we cut off from this page, to match it. So I want that there. And then I think I want to do a yellow piece in the middle, if I can find one that is long enough. Then I already have some cut pocket pieces here. We can use them as pockets. And I can use that piece as a pocket. So now do I want to do like this and then come back with this, or is that too much? I think that's too much. Oh, let's do the green. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's do that. And there we go. We'll do that. So I'll have the green on here like this, and then we'll do the white in the middle, and then we'll have this that matches that over there. I like that a lot. Okie doke. Okay, so now we need to put this piece down first. See, do I need to cut that? Yeah, I'm going to cut it because I don't want to waste, because I know I'm going to run a little close on pieces. So I'm going to cut it to about right here where that flower is. Well, let's cut it up to here. So then that, yeah, let's do that. Okie doke. And again, like I said, you don't have to use printables. You can get you a scrap pad of thinner scrapbooking paper. Would be absolutely perfect for this. Trying to make sure that's about as even. So yeah, you can do thinner scrapbooking paper on this, and it would work great. But when you use the thinner scrapbooking paper, you might want to maybe do a glue stick on it, because if the paper is really thin, then your liquid glue would more than likely show through everywhere, like all the little swirls and squiggles on it. It would show through your thinner scrapbooking paper. And I'm just trying to get that to the edge, evened up to the edge the best I can. Just trying to get even top and bottom on it. I think that is going to be awesome. So now we can glue this pocket top and bottom and glue it down, and then we'll cover the other piece. So we're just going to do a bead of glue on the bottom and on the very top. And then we'll take and glue that down, and that'll make a pocket. And I like to pull it up just in case I have any ripple down at the bottom of it. Alright, so now on this strip, I just need to cut it the length of the fold, basically, because it'll be up underneath. And I'm going to leave a little bit of the book page there. So I'm just going to cut this strip the length of the fold, because see, the fold is up underneath there by a good 1/4 inch, and it will be covered. That's going to be cute. So I've got quite a few of those Hobby Lobby Christmas pads. You know, they had a bunch from a couple of years ago. They had a whole bunch a couple of years ago, actually. So I got a bunch of those. And then I've got a bunch from Michaels. I've got multiples from the ones from Michaels, because they had them on They had them on a 50% off sale, and then they had them on an after Christmas sale where they were like $3 a pad. So whatever they had left, I went and bought up when I went down there. So like all the Christmas pads they had on the rack, I bought them all. That were $3. So I said, yeah, thank you very much. And I am just lining this up with that first piece of paper. There's what I'm doing here. Trying to make sure. I cut that quite crooked, didn't I? I think I did. Yes, I sure did. So then I'm trying to leave a little bit of the book page as well. That's why I went ahead and tried to ink it before we put our paper down. So now this piece we need to glue at the top and bottom like we did that middle piece. To form our pocket. Just gonna pinch it together. Because after you pinch it, it'll grab pretty good. I may need to, I'm going to take and see if I can't smudge some glue up underneath this little flip here, because it's irritating me. It's not wanting to stay stuck down there. So we're just going to fix it. Okay. All right, I need you to catch. This is why I say sometimes, you know, with gluing the pocket bits, you know, you could use art glitter glue because it catches really quick, you know, and that. But as far as like putting your actual pages down, you see where I had, you know, enough wiggle room to where I could kind of wiggle my paper and get it to where I needed it to go. And I think I am just gonna I'm going to turn this way, because if I add too much more in that bend, that's going to pop up. I think we're just going to do that right there with it. Cut that little strip, because I'm afraid if I add too much more in that bend, the whole pocket's going to pop up on me. And see, my pocket's not glued on this side. So I gotta fix that here. And these little bits and strips will make us a master board out of them. Sometime down the line, I will just add them to our fall scraps to make master boards with. I like the fall time of the year because that's my favorite time of the year. But as far as like scrapping and crafting with fall, I hadn't really done so much. Ooh, I didn't cut the end piece. I need to cut that off up here, don't I? Oh, you crazy. Look what you done did. Okay, so I'm just going to try to slip the scissors under here and snip this the straightest as I can. Because we all know I don't cut straight with scissors. Yeah, see? Do not cut straight with scissors. And I think I had it good until I moved the scissors. That's okay. It don't have to be perfect. Just be pretty. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I like that. So then we got our pocket here. And you got a pocket here. That's a good size pockets. I like that. Hush up, y'all. It's coming together quite good, y'all. I like it. Okay, so then now, see, now my fold's not wanting to fold. Now we got to retrain it to fold. That's fine. Because it's all fresh glued. Oh, that's going to pop off. Come on now. Catch that. What's wrong with you? I think it's where I tried to fold it. Because see, these pieces are stuck together, but that piece don't want to stick. So I'm going to fold it back that way to get it to stick. That's probably what I need to do there. Because if I don't, it's going to pop loose every time I fold the page. So it'll lay this way and it'll lay that way. Okie doke, good. That's what we need. Alright, so are we good? No, we're not. Good gracious. Just get glued on there. Why don't you? Yeah, art glitter glue would work a whole lot better on the pocket gluing parts. I'm just trying to fold it back and forth too quick is basically what I'm doing here. Yeah, so we're good. Alright, so let's flip on over to this side. Now what do we want to put on this side? Now some people will go through and they'll go ahead and put down their see, I'm thinking of making that a tuck spot, like just glue here and here and have a tuck just out of that piece. But I wanted to use this somehow. And we'll use that somewhere else. But I'm thinking I just want to take and put this down and have a tuck. But I want a fuller piece. If that makes sense. Alright, so I'm going to wait on that whole page side right there for just a second. Because I know I'm going to have to cut a strip off of this and we'll fix it. So this is going to take a whole page. Okay, so I'm going to get that one glued. And we'll flip it over. I'm going to glue this flat down. Alright, so now this piece here, we just need to cover the corner of this one. So now we can take and use this and just cover the corner right here. Like that. And I can use this piece just because all I need to cover is just this strip right here. I need to cover that. That's it. So we can take and use that piece and cover there, or we can use this piece that we've already got cut short that will fit there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I was like, I just had you marked, buddy. And I really did just have you marked. Okay, so this one here, we're going to cut this piece straight. And then that will make this piece here easier to cut, because I need to cut it straight to it, basically. Alright, before I cut it and mess it up, let's reimagine it. Okay. So that's there, that's there. You just need to come straight down. And you need to come straight across. Okay. Because I pretty much almost messed up my angle cut here. This one I about did. And like I said, just all little scrappy scraps over there. It'll be fine. Okay, so now this is going to go right here. Still need to cut you just a little bit. Okay. Yep, there we go. Pull a little more of this away. That's fine. So we got that piece, and that'll be glued down. And then this will glue on top of that. And then we need to do a piece here. So let's do yellow. Why not? So now that needs to start right here at an angle. We need to finish down here. And then right here is where the other edge is at an angle underneath. Okie doke. Let's see how good we did, y'all. Probably not that awesome. Okay, find your cut marks, lady. Alrighty, where did I draw you at? So that's the problem. It's finding where you drew that. Oh my goodness, there that is. All right, so it should be, right there you are. As I say that, and then when I put it on here, I'm like, where did it go again? Oh my goodness, really? I just lost it again. Okay, it's right here in this group of flowers. That's why I keep losing it. It's in that blue group right there. Oh no, the dog's barking at me. Okay, so now I should be able to take this angle line and match it with that one, supposedly. And should be about right. Close enough to it. Yes, ma'am, we are. Okie doke. I think that bit will work. Now, if we don't want the 3 different layer look, we can put this corner piece right here. And I think I might, because this one's already been cut to size. I like that. I do. Okay, so we'll take them bits, cut off pieces over here. Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. Just take the corner I cut off here and put over here. Alright, so now let's glue all of that down. Because I had a few people who were like, you know, well, how in the world are you going to do that? This is how. You just have to take your paper and put it to it and pretty much just draw lines. I mean, you basically have to draw it out. And that's why, you know, I love doing the altered books. But I don't like doing the altered books. Because it is time consuming to do the altered books. Because each piece, you know, you can't just sit and be like, okay, so this measures this, this, and this. Let's cut it down and, you know, put it together. Nope. About each page that you do in an altered book, especially with angles and cuts and flips and flaps, each page has to be, you know, individually cut. You can't sit and just cut, you know, a certain measure. Now you can, if you're just covering the words, you just measure the area of the words and just have at it. But when you do like this, where you're covering pretty much to the edge of the book, you basically need to do each measurement for each page and do a cut and glue. So most of the time when I do the pockets like that, I like to lay it down, and then I'll take and just run my finger down it, up in the air. Okay, so this piece, we need to put you here. And I should have inked that before I put that down, but that's okay. I can get under it right here. No biggie. And a lot of times I'll go through and put the paper down, then I'll come back and do the inking. Except for the pocketed areas like that. You know, just because at the point of gluing it and putting it together, you don't want to mess up and get, you know, glue on your ink dauber. So I basically just go around the edges of my paper with my glue, and then I just do a squiggly in the middle just to make sure that my edges are glued down. Because when you're pulling your journal card bits or your tag bits in and out, you do not want to snaggle on your decorative paper and rip it out. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and glue ink this one. That's why I like doing the alternating color, dark and light. So, you know, if you want to ink, you can. If you don't want to ink, you don't have to. But since we've started inking most of these pages, let's ink it. Oh, give me that dauber. So now I'm going to glue this pocket down and we'll cover it. Now, some ladies will do altered books, and they'll, you know, they'll go through and they'll glue all of their pockets and stuff together, all of their flaps, like all of their flaps down, and then they'll come back through and try to slide the paper in and stuff. That's a little bit harder to do. It really is. That's why I say you need to kind of, you know, pick out where you want your folds and tucks and flips and flaps and stuff. Because most of the time when I do these, all of my pockets are usually on the right side because I'm right-handed. And then, you know, I'll take, like this here would be great to put on this page as a tuck spot because it matches. But, you know, but on this side, you can take book pages that you pulled out of this with washi tape that goes with, or, you know, or you can take this piece of paper, glue the book page to it, and glue this in, and have you a fold out, and you can cover it with your decorative paper, and just be lovely dovely. You can put one side decorative paper, like on the front side would be, you know, the decorative paper. You glue this to this side and to the book, and it's book page now. And then you take, this is decorative paper, and you flip it out, and that's a writing space. And then this could be all writing space. You can just put coffee dyed paper down. But where this has so many pockets and tucks and stuff, I really prefer to use, you know, like the tags and journal card bits, and add writing space to it like that, and not so much full page coffee dye or tea dye paper, which would be really pretty in this. I did, you know, midways through it, I'm thinking that would have been great to put on the back sides of these papers. So, yep. And also on any of these fuller pages, like this pocket here is a fuller page that I'm considering a fuller page. You can come back with some of your cutoffs later on and add you a strip here of decorative paper and make a little tuck spot in the bottom. And that would be cute. Make sure this edge back here is glued down, because it's wanting to roll. Now you can do this with glue stick as well. You don't have to use wet glue. But like I said, for me, it's a little easier to wiggle and maneuver around with the wet glue than it is the glue stick, because sometimes, depending on the thickness of your book page, if you don't have it on there pretty much where you want it when you put it down, you're about to have a mess with the glue stick. Okay, so then see, we have a great size pocket here and a great size pocket there. Lovely. So now what I would do is when I come back through and from my pieces of scraps like this, I could take and run right here and put a little tuck there. I would try to find a piece of this paper as a scrap to put down though. You know, because I like matchy-matchy. But yeah, so like later on when we come back through and say I didn't use, you know, these scraps for anything else, I would take and cut me probably about a good inch piece here and just put a little tuck spot here in the front of that. Just load it up, honey. All right, so I'm going to let this dry a bit. And I really think that is going to be quite awesome. We are not anywhere near midway through the book yet. Yeah, we got a ways to go to get to the middle of the book, because that's where we did the double tucks. Or are we? Where are they? There they are. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 more pages to get to the actual middle of the book. So that's what I'm saying by this is quite time consuming to do this kind of project. And I'm just folding this back over this way, which I probably should have glued that way, because now it's wanting to pucker my pocket off. But that's okay. It'll be pretty. There we go. Yep. I got to figure out what I want to do on that page. So I want to print me some more, like I said, of the green and reds. I think I want to print me some more of those pieces, green and reds. It'll be beautiful. All right, so now we're going to let it rest for tonight with those glue pages in there dry that we did today. And I don't know if I'll finish this on camera or not. I will, once I get it covered, do a walkthrough type deal with it. I may not finish doing the ephemera. I don't know. Depends on timing. Right now, you know, I don't want to start any Christmas stuff until, you know, unless it's Merry Monday. I don't want to start any Christmas things until the 1st of November. Because I don't want to Christmas y'all to death. Alright, we just going to continue working on this in the next couple of videos. I may work a little bit ahead, I may not. But I do know I want to print another copy of this fall floral set. Because I know I probably ain't going to have enough to get through it. I definitely want the green and the red pieces. So I'll probably just print me another whole set of this fall florals. And we'll get back to work on it tomorrow evening. I may shoot another video this evening, but right now I think I'm going to get off here and rest a little bit, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming along and enjoying and just playing with the pretty papers, and I just think it's going to be lovely. I mean, it's pretty, it's beautiful colors now, you know, for fall, and it will go great with fall, but it will also go with any time of the year. With any, you know, if you like floral prints, like, you know, like I love florals of any kind, that is going to be a beautiful little book to put tuck spots and ideas and stuff in. I think it's going to be awesome. I think my pages are quite stiff. See, like those two want to stay open. So I think in our next one, we'll just cover the parts, the word parts. I think that's what we'll do in our next book. Because this is wanting to make where we've got it down into the spine, it's wanting to make the pages stand up. But that's okay. Yeah, so if I did one to possibly sell in the future, it would probably just be the word coverage. Now you can go through and just measure the area that the words are in and cover that bit and be done with it. On like these solid pages, that would be simple. You'd have to do a little more on these. But yeah, I saw quite a few people doing altered books. And I was like, I hadn't done one in a long time. Actually, that's what got me into journaling, doing junk journals. Was I did an altered book. I watched Gail Augustinelli do one, and I was hooked after that, honey. That was it. And I probably said that 100 times on here, but that's the truth about it. So we'll just keep our bits and pieces over here. I'm going to print me off another set of this and enjoy my evening. I'm going to sit here and scrap a little bit. And I might try to go through, I think would help to try to go ahead and like measure the papers and try to get some pages cut. I might do that. That might help it go a little bit quicker, I do think. But yep. All right, thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good day. I hope you enjoyed your video today. And we will holler at y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much.